Oh Lord, what you got? Igakuk, as my sister would say. It's at oots. Are you okay?
I'm activating my chakra.
Throat chakra.
Chakra.
Throat chakra.
Throat.
Because throat is
Chakra.
about truth and intuition and speaking clarity. So if you want to activate your throat chakra, you just need to
Should we say podcast or?
Beep boop.
Hey guys, welcome to our new channel, an interesting take where we give our opinions on different topics
Welcome.
happening all over the world, giving our fair perspective on the matter, and feel free to also take part. Leave a comment in the comment bar below. So,
Comment in the comment.
also.
Keep in mind that we are no experts, so we will just give our opinion. If that bothers you, fine, but keep in mind we listen and we will judge, so that's us. Before we start, maybe little introduction about you, so people know where you come from, and maybe a little thing about myself.
Definitely, I can start with you.
Go ahead.
So, I am a Jamaican and have
Jamaica.
I moved to Germany right in COVID. That was 2019, and since then I've lived in Germany.
You also studied in Germany,
Studied, yes.
architecture.
Also.
I think that's important for people to understand that you're not a bumhole living on other people's. I mean,
wow, we ain't going that detail.
I'm just saying.
True, I get your point though. But so yeah, I've lived in Germany for 5 years, and during those 5 years, I've experienced the amazing German culture. I also missed the sunshine of my land, but we're not going to get too deep into that. So
we supplement with vitamin D. Keep that in mind.
So that is our short introduction of myself.
Did you say your name? Jamil. Yes, that's my love. We are a couple, so as you probably have figured it out already, we have been together for 3 years. My name is Julie. I am half German, half Belgian, so on the French side. Französisch, sehr schön. You will probably hear in between a little bit of mix of patois, German and English and French, and everything is coming in between. That is the reason.
Pure authentic flavors, Jamaican style.
And we've been together for 3 years, and we live here in beautiful Cologne, and decided to record ourselves and present ourselves to the world, because we always have some really interesting discussions. We discuss, I would say, mainly everything, regardless of one liking it and the other not.
Difficult topics needs to be spoken about.
Yeah,
important.
And I think especially we have many topics. Like today we have one that is mainly not necessarily about us in a relationship, but can lead to that. But we talk about world topics, and that's also the idea for the podcast or for the channel, to do exactly that. So whatever comes our way and whatever we want to talk about,
we will do so.
We'll do so.
So for the first topic for today is men loneliness, which has been very widespread. I've been reading this in many articles over the past couple of months, and I've realized that it's actually a very major theme right now, an epidemic, I would say, for many people.
Apparent epidemic, yeah.
I have to say it's an epidemic because I think I'm actually experiencing this at the moment. Since coming to Germany, I came in COVID, so meeting friends and creating a community was not the most easiest thing to achieve. And since the COVID pandemic, it has been even more difficult to actually meeting new people and actually developing a really established developing or establishing a good friendship.
Do you
I would
think
say.
that's mainly only a male sensation?
No, I don't think so. There are many things that actually contribute to male loneliness. I can only give my
Yeah.
perspective on what I think are a few of these points, and probably some expertise might have their
Well, there is some
opinions,
strong.
but I can also say what I think, and I think it's actually many things such as um, culture, the COVID pandemic that many people don't speak about, being isolated for such a long time, and then losing grasp of the world and realizing that once we came out of COVID, everything changed. Like people interacted completely different.
Do you feel like now post COVID is different than pre COVID?
Definitely,
Why so?
definitely. Like nowadays, well, let's say before COVID, people were more open to interacting. There was so much liveliness happening out there in the world. People were engaging in community activities and so on and so forth. Now everyone is extremely isolated, especially the younger generation. I think those 2 years, most of these younger generation kids grew up on the internet basically. So now after post COVID, most people are still connected on the internet, like,
Yeah.
and have not disconnected as yet.
As far as
Think about it, dating.
yeah, man. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, we've read some articles about male loneliness, and what I can agree with is the part of emotional intelligence not being as developed as for maybe and I wouldn't say only or every man. I would say the majority of men have not learned to express their emotions and to be emotionally intelligent. Therefore, those effects that you're talking about right now crash really hard because you need to be emotionally adapting to the situation that we are in now. And there are statistics that say that throughout the years, when you get older, especially in men, you are twice as likely to commit, which I find extremely shocking. The same as more men tend to grab alcohol as a coping mechanism to loneliness.
Yes, because you need to understand, how do people meet? How do you meet friends? You meet friends through basically
Either friends,
friends, or due to either work activities or being at work,
parties,
going to
hobbies.
common hobbies, all of these things. And most of these things have changed recently. Like, I would say for me, I can only speak about myself. When I go out now let's say I go to a pub, I go to a bar, and I'm having a drink.
Oh, I had to laugh because you never go to a pub.
I like a nice pub. Anyways, beyond the point.
It's Doodle!
Yeah, when I go to these places, like, it's not the most easiest thing to just approach someone, especially because of, as I said, culture, and just have a conversation. Even though,
Yeah, I think everyone who knows Germans or who lives in Germany knows, depending on where you live.
the German said it, not me.
Yeah, but you can agree. Depending on where you live, I think here in Cologne it's easier.
It's much easier in Cologne, I would say.
But
one
if
most
yeah,
open.
yeah, exactly, because we are really multi-culti. But I just know it from other cities. It's really hard to make a real friendship with people. But also here, you have had your struggles.
Yeah, that's the thing. Where as I spoke about the whole changing of social structure, that is one thing. I also think it's also the fewer communities that are actually now available for you to actually meet new people. Remember, most of my friends that I have now, I met them during my high school, university time. COVID, when I started my university here in Germany, I did my entire 2 years in COVID, so
And you
did
can,
not get to
and I think,
interact with any of my classmates. So hence, after university, most of I didn't actually achieve making actually new friends the way I would actually want to.
I think you also need to keep in mind that even if you would want to, I think people have changed post COVID. I can only speak for myself. I am not as sociable or social interactable, whatever you, however this is be.
Socially interactive.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Um, as before.
Hmm.
So if I have the choice to stay at home for certain things, maybe that's just me, but what I've heard from many people is that COVID has also brought most of us maybe more back to ourselves and spend more time at home and being also more okay with spending time at home because we had this long period of time where we had to do this.
Yes, we do have those moments where we want to spend time alone, but
Mostly every day.
yeah, but you also need your community, and I've found that community now by going to the fitness studio,
Yeah.
the gym,
Yeah, it doesn't
or the
have to.
English.
And I think going back to maybe how it maybe was for you when you were in Jamaica, there, because I've had this conversation with other people as well. It's like, what kind of communities can you interact with? Some of us have religious communities
Hmm.
to interact with, which you don't do anymore as like an active churchgoer. So that falls apart, or that just it doesn't count. Then at work, mostly you have a really clear goal on saying, I'll go there, I work, etc. So this is not mainly to like find friends, but you
But you
have
can
a
also
couple.
find you also
Exactly,
find
you have a couple
work
people.
colleagues that you actually become close to over a period of
Yeah,
time.
yeah, you have a couple people, but that's more because same birds of the same feather flock together, and not because you were actively looking for it.
So work is also, yes, a good place to meet friends, but it's also not the most ideal because of the whole work structure, work lifestyle. Most people just want to disconnect and not have a personal connection to work. So that's also one issue when it comes on to meeting friends at work.
So, what about dating?
That has even become even more difficult. So that I really understand why mental loneliness is so extreme, because even finding a partner which actually helps to reduce your level of loneliness is even difficult because everything is now online.
But I think there's also the difference between alone and loneliness. You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely, and there's a big difference to it.
because I think some people need to learn to be alone. There's one thing that I've realized is that some people are not okay with being with themselves in silence.
But I think what we're talking about is actually not being alone with yourself in silence. It's a matter of in times of need or in times of depression or something, you need someone who you can talk to. Yes, you have your family structure if you do have it, or if you don't, you still need that one person you can depend on.
I agree. But for me, it's not isolated. It's not either or. It's both. Because yes, of course, this is one side of in like hard times, whatever. You need to have like a support system that you can count on. And if you don't have that, what are you doing? Like, where do you go with that?
And this is
Almost like depressional thoughts. But at the end of the day, I think one element of that is also we just talked about this in Guatemala in the training. We talked about widening your riverbanks, which means actually getting more resilient, being able to cope. with things that come your way in a natural way without it overwhelming you. And I think it's part of that.
Easier said than done.
Exactly. That's why you
Easier
need to
said
work
than
on
done.
it. But like all of us, that's just not. And I think this is why I said, when you said earlier about epidemic, that's why I said apparent epidemic. Yes, there are statistics, and yes, as I said, men are more likely to commit. Men are more likely to be alcoholics when they get older due to loneliness. Nevertheless, I think there is also, in terms of resilience, if you talk about it, one pillar of resilience is accountability and taking action for yourself. So, what I mean with that is, yes, of course, there are some hard situations, etc., but also you need to take accountability for your situation and change things. And understand it's not always that easy because you don't always have those support systems that you can rely on.
So you're talking from the perspective because you probably have a decent
Yeah,
friend zone.
I am in a luxury position, definitely.
But there are people out there who actually were in different situations. Someone who traveled, let's say, left their family how much kilometers away in a different country. Now, the only thing they're focused on is basically trying to achieve their overall objective so they can support their family at home. So basically, that person is crunching more than 40 hours per week. You basically don't have the time to meet new people. Yes, that's accountability. I understand what you mean, that yes, you have to also put yourself in position to meet these people. But it's also not the most easiest thing, as I said before, because life, the change in social structure, everything adds up to this and makes it even way more difficult to meet and interact with new people.
I agree, but at the end of the day, you need to take charge, because at the end of the day, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, if you don't look for, as we said,
So for the people out there listening, it's happening. What are at least two things that we could actually suggest to help and actually improve?
Therapy for everyone. Everyone needs therapy. Go find a therapist. If you can't find a therapist,
For the persons who can't afford a therapist,
still find a therapist. No, no, but I honestly think that most people fucking need therapy. Sorry for cussing, but also hashtag not sorry.
And this is the difference where you have different level of perspective due to
my 2 points. You asked me for my 2 points.
Give me your
my
2 points.
That was my first point. I was done. My second point is research. Read articles, read about your situation, find out what it is that you might want to improve on, what you can actually improve on, where this comes from, because at the end of the day, what we cannot forget is that as children, we have unlearned certain emotions, such as anger, such as sadness, such as, for instance, vulnerability. Men specifically have a hard time to show these kinds of emotions. So one element is, for me, definitely educate yourself about emotions, about vulnerability, about how to open up, and what you can do. And at the end of the day, I think it's easier said than done, but that for me are 2 steps to be aware of your own situation, of your own body, of what is going on, and how you might improve your situation.
For all the men out there listening, my recommendation as a man is to
find you a girlfriend that is as nice as me.
Ignore her. There will come a point in a man's life where they feel like they have no one to talk to, no one to care about. take that step whenever you feel down and in the gutter, to just go outside, just approach someone in the most respectful way you can, and just let them know you want to have a conversation. I've tried this before, it has worked, and I've had good conversation with many people, and somehow it probably might turn into a to your new best friend. The next thing could be is try to remove all the fear that the world is changing and it's not meant for you, but instead try to adjust to this new world. So as I once told a friend, yeah, dating is not the same as approaching someone and just having a conversation. Try an online app. Meeting a new friend is not the easiest thing anyways. Like,
And you can also do that on online apps. You don't necessarily have to use online apps just for dating. You can also
exactly.
use
That's what I
online
was
apps
trying to
for
say.
friends. Yeah,
That's what I was trying to say.
good. Yeah, beautiful. Connect to nature. One last thing from myself is I think we've all lost some sense of connection to nature, which calms our nervous system immensely. So if you want to be aware of your own emotions, it is always really helpful to have a calm nervous system. And whatever that means for you, I can only tell you nature helps.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much for listening to our chaotic conversation, but
It will be like that mostly every time. So if you like chaos, if you like us, and if you want to listen to more interesting takes,
like and subscribe.
is there anything more that people need to do? Ring a bell or leave some
Just like and
comments and
definitely leave the comments. We're
tell
open
us
to
what
hearing
you
you.
think actually, because I think it's not black or white. There is shades of gray, so
Yeah, let us know your opinion and tell us your interesting take. Cheers.
thank you.
Oh, we
Don't
just cut
forget.
it.
Yeah, but don't cut. You just need to wait a second.
Yeah, so I'm not. Yeah. Lots of editing, lots of cutting. Oh my god, we weren't recording.
No.